check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get your habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Set to kick off.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
22-yard attempt.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score. Cody Parkey on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get three.
It's like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018. 9th last year, but I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Mixon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, Sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
That's trash. 57's a month. 57's a month.
A carry here for Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Jordan Evans.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
42.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield just getting the play off. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to Mixon on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
A gain of 15.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
57, Mike 57. Too low.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 27, Kareem.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
57 the mark. Run. I got you, son. I got you. You're online. You're online, baby. Get this. You're online.
From the 36, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
57. Mike, 57.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And goal at the 10-yard line.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch run.
They'll run with Hunt. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
3-yard loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
I got you.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal. And this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great. But you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A 51-yard gain.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Tucker McCann on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good.
Is good.
And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
3-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Regular.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
I'm coming after you. Check 31. Check safety. Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll run with Hunt on second down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 27-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Hunt. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
50 seconds, Mike, 50 seconds. Watch the slack, watch the slack. Real. Watch out.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Parkey is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Legendary on the field, camera drip was a skill. This the high school of bill.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Gain of 11
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Tonight's
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because some